But the days get harder in November. Oh, it's colder in the winter.
Hey guys, it's Megan, and today I'm here with a brand new video, and I'm here with my three best friends. I'm here with Adriana, Grace, and Anya. And today we are going to be answering some questions. I put out an Instagram poll and was like, send me some questions or send me something you want to know about college, and a lot of people responded with a bunch of questions, so we're going to be answering those today. We're going to hop right in with all the juicy answers. So stay tuned if you want to see all of our answers. Here we go. The first question is, what do you want to do after college and what is your major? And that's like a really big question to start with, but I want to just like get a good like basis, and we're going to say what our majors are and what our minors are if we have them. So take it away, Adriana.
Okay, so I am a public relations and advertising major, so I'm planning on going the advertising route with this. And then after college, I think I want to work for an agency before I work in-house. So basically, an agency is like an agency, and in-house is for an organization. So.
Woo!
Cool. Okay, so I'm also PR and ad, and I just declared my minor in leadership last semester. And after college, I'm not sure, but I kind of want to do like sales, advertising, marketing in the beauty industry, because like I love makeup and everything. So I don't know.
That's cute.
Hopefully I find like a company that wants me.
Okay, I'm creative producing at Dodge, which is our film school, and then my minor is CCI, which I haven't declared yet, but it's creative and cultural industries, and I'll probably talk more about that in like another video. But anyways, I don't really know exactly what I want to do after college, so I'm just gonna say I don't know for now, but yeah.
Okay, I'm also creative producing with Megan, and I'm also creative and cultural industries minor.
I copy literally everything she does, excuse me, sorry.
And then I'm also an advertising minor. Not declared yet, but it's really fun.
Okay,
And we're all in Dodge.
oh yeah, we're all
All
on
in
film
Dodge.
school.
After college, I want to be some sort of creative director at an agency or a studio, preferably with music videos.
All right, next question. How do you meet new people and friends? Is it easy? I wanted to start off with like some really basic questions about college, just to like give you guys a gist. Meeting new people. Adriana, take it away.
I'm pretty social as far as like meeting other girls and stuff. So like, I made a lot of my friends at the pool who like aren't in my major freshman year. So it's really random, but like the dorm pool is where I met so many great people. I also like talk a lot in my classes. So just like I met Grace during orientation, just from like
Day
being
one.
loud and
Day
like
one.
being from the same place. I think that if you're social, like, or even just like try to talk to people, you're gonna be fine. What was the second part of that? Just is it?
And just
easy?
say like, is it easy to make new friends?
I mean, like what you put into it is what you get out.
Okay. Anyone,
True.
anyone else have anything?
Yeah, so for me, I also like met a lot of people like in my classes or parties or whatever. We actually met because like she commented on my Facebook post, because like we had this like Chapman class of 2021 like introduce yourself kind of thing, and I was like, hey, my major's PR and ad, like I'm from the Bay, like all that stuff, and then she commented and she was like, we're the same person, and then like we followed each other on Instagram, and then literally
On the first day of movement, we like
she
met
like,
up.
yeah, she DM'd me, she was like, yo, hey, you wanna like meet up, and then like we just all went out together, and we've been best friends since then. And we also met them during orientation week. But anyway, you can also like go to I don't know, like clubs, join clubs, Greek organizations, and just like, I don't know, just like meet your people. I feel like just be yourself, and then you'll just attract people who are like you. We met through a mutual friend.
We did.
And then she was like, hey, we're gonna go to this party. And then she was like,
My friend has a car and is driving.
Yeah.
She has room. Do you want to
so
hop in?
like
So then we
Adriana
were
and I just like
okay.
popped in.
Okay, I just want to mention really fast, we go to Chapman University, which is in Orange County, California. I don't think we mentioned that, so I'm just gonna throw that out
It's
there
like
also.
10 minutes away from Disneyland.
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes south of Los Angeles also, if that helps anyone. Next up, how do you organize your day? Like, how do you like plan all your stuff and like schedule out your day with like classes and like hanging out with friends and like everything you want to do in clubs and sororities, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so for me, like, class obviously like is first for like everyone here, that's why we're here, is for school. But like other than class, like I don't know, like I just like balance my schedule with like their schedules. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, when can we hang out? Like we make plans all the time. Like I feel like every time I have like a slot of free space, like immediately it gets filled with something, because everyone's like, want to do this, want to do this. People are always like asking you to do different things, and like I don't know, they're always like planning events and stuff.
I write everything down.
Yeah, in my notes on my
As soon as
phone. Yeah.
on my laptop, I
Planners.
literally plan out like my days in advance, like
Yeah.
by time, like what I need to get done like the night before, to be able to like
do
go
something you
out
wanna do, yeah.
or like do something.
That's like the same with homework and making sure it's done so we can like do other stuff that we want to do.
Yeah.
I feel like in college, it's sometimes, I mean, not freshman year, but then like sophomore year, at least for me, it's like a lot of project-based homework. So even if I don't have something due the next day, I have a lot of stuff due like the same day. So I try to like spread out everything so I'm not overwhelming myself, because like procrastinating will just kind of kill you in college.
I feel like we keep ourselves in check. Though. Like, especially since Megan and I have the exact same class.
Yeah, I literally have the same exact schedule as her, so we just like will drive together, and then like if they need a ride, like driving
and
them
we like
together.
remind each other of homework because we have the exact same.
Yeah, so if you have friends in your classes, make little like group chats and stuff.
Yeah,
and keep each other in check while your homework. Another question we had was actually how do you avoid procrastination? So if you guys have anything to add about that.
Just like planning everything out in advance,
kinda,
like making sure you know your deadlines and everything.
Yeah, and like if you remember something, just do it right away. Don't be like, oh, I'm just gonna do this after I get back home, or I don't know, like tomorrow, because like chances are you probably wouldn't, and then I don't know, like you would thank yourself later if you did it then. Like, if you remember.
Shut your phone off, silence it, and put it away.
So shifting into like parties, a lot of people ask a lot of questions about that, especially for our school since we do go to a smaller school. Someone asked, what's the nightlife like at your school / like in your area? At our college, it's like so small, and the area is like so small that first of all, there's no bars. Like a lot of colleges have like bars that everyone will go out to all the time, and we don't have that. And then we also have like a kind of like strict policies about parties, so they get shut down like really quick. And last thing, we don't have a frat or a sorority row or anything. We have no Greek row, so there's not like frat houses like that are specific for us to jump between. We just kind of have to like get addresses and like show up by Uber to the house.
Well, they're all unofficial houses, so like there's like 9 different like this sorority houses, like that many, you know, frat houses. So it's just a lot of Ubering around, but if you plan out your night in advance, like you kind of know who you want to see and like which houses you want to go to, then you'll be fine.
Like you'll figure it out, like addresses get around, and it's normally like the same 5
Yeah.
that you like jump between every night. So it's really not that hard.
But it's okay, but it's also nothing like crazy. Like this is not a big party school. Like the parties are really small, because a lot of people were asking like if the parties here were like as big as like USC or like something like that. It's just like not the same deal at all. Like it is a smaller school. The parties are like house parties. They're not like huge massive parties. Continuing on with that, how often do you go out is what someone asked us. How often do we go out and party and do fun things?
Fridays, Saturdays, and if there's like a day party or like a danger, I usually like to go to those. Like I don't know, I just like being able to see everybody in one place, because especially now that I live off campus, it's so hard to be able to make sure that you take time to see all of your friends, and so going to these events definitely helps. Like it's more than just partying, you know?
Friday, Saturday is like my days I go out. Sometimes people will go out on Wednesdays here.
I don't know, I feel like it's okay to just take a break like 1 week or 1 day, just because like sometimes you just kind of have to like let your body chill and not like if you need to like take a break and like take care of yourself, I guess do that.
Okay, someone asked what our favorite themed party we have ever went to, and Chapman actually does have a good amount of like fun themed parties, like the end of every semester.
Like Halloween is like everywhere, but that's usually really fun. And then we had like an RIP Hugh Hefner party where everyone was like Playboy bunnies, and that was pretty fun. Just like, I don't know, Chapman goes all out. And then at the end of every semester on the Wednesday of finals, we always have this thing called Undie Run. People come from UCLA and like USC to like do our Undie Run. Like there's usually, I think last year there was something like 5,000 people or something like insane, like all running to the circle and back.
Yeah, Undie Run's really fun. We have like other, like there's like frats that hold like cool, like fun, like parties and like cool like musicians and stuff. And we have the fall concert, which is like usually a pretty big deal because everyone gets to go see like a cool artist for like not that expensive, right? How much were tickets?
It was like $15 or $20 or something.
It's always fun. And this year, who's coming?
It's Big Gigantic, and last year it was Ty Dolla $ign.
What was your favorite memory from freshman year? And this is so hard because freshman year was like the best year ever. It was so much fun. Like we had so many good memories.
After like, I think it was the second to last week of school, like after we all went out, we all came back to like Chapman. And usually no one goes to like the main pool. Like there's a dorm pool, and then there's like the main pool where the swim team goes, and there's like 2 diving boards and a hot tub and everything. And just last minute, like we snuck in and we were like in the pool. And it was started out with just like 8 of us, and then suddenly like 40 people showed up. Everyone was like jumping in the pool doing like flips and stuff at like midnight to like 2 a.m. Like it was just so fun, and like just everybody came out of nowhere. Like nobody was telling people to come. It was just everybody was running in, And then I think like a half hour to 40 minutes after we were there, like P-Safe kicked us out. But like still, it was just so fun being
really
there
fun.
with everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite. So last year there was a huge fire, and
No!
okay, so like we live in our dorm that we all lived in is called Moreland, and it's the only dorm that's like outdoors, so like all the doors open up to like a main quad, and that's like kind of unique. And so like the sky was bright orange. It was apocalyptic. There was like
looked
smoke
scary.
everywhere.
It was like the Anaheim Hills fire.
Yes, everyone was like freaking out. Everyone like had bandanas over their like nose and mouth. Like everyone was like running to like
School
different
got
places.
canceled
Yeah,
that
school
day.
They
got
told us to leave if we could.
Yeah, so everyone was like getting ready to leave, packing up their bags. Everyone's like freaking out, like streaming out like into the quad, and someone on the 4th floor pulls out a huge speaker boombox and starts playing "Burning Up" by the Jonas Brothers.
It was so wrong.
Or Fire Burning by Sean Kingston.
They were like cycling through all the songs with fire in it and like playing it for the whole.
They were just
class.
outside their room.
And
They did not care.
And like it was hard to breathe outside because there was like the smoke in
Everyone
the
was like,
air.
like trying to get to the car, and they're like,
They were just like chilling, jamming to their burning up music. It was bad.
yeah, and it was like a good day because we all like left and went
To
to
Newport.
Newport
Yeah,
and like
and then
stayed
all our
together.
kids and all our classes were canceled, so we just kind of like stayed
so,
there.
like,
That was chill.
Cause
Spring break was fun. Adriana and Grace took us.
That was
That was really fun.
I talked about that a lot.
Me too.
We like stayed at like my family's little beach house in Aptos,
that
like
was
right by
really
Santa
fun.
Cruz.
And then they we had like a little tourist kind of thing.
Yeah, they had it all planned out. Like
Yeah.
Adriana drove us to like 40 different
I know.
places.
I tell like everyone about them. Like friends from the Bay, like took me like to
Vegas.
For the fraternity formals, they go to Vegas a lot of the time, so I was out of town, but all of them went and had a really good time. I'm so jealous. Someone asked this. This is not made up by me. Types of college boys to stay away from. Adriana. Okay.
Wow.
Boys to stay away from. We have a whole list of these actually running. We actually keep a notes list that's actually shared between us. If a guy drinks milk, then you should probably rethink it all. Just that's like one of the first questions you should probably ask.
Oh,
Yeah, if he drinks any
Even soy.
non-dairy milk, that's probably fine. But just make sure you like ask in the beginning, like, do you drink milk? And like, if you drink it daily, like that's a huge
if you drink
There are other red flags. We have a lot of them, to be honest. Like just like little things we like notice, and like other people will be like, wait, Adriana, rethink that. Like,
they
rethink
only
that.
I would say like probably a big thing is if they think that you guys are like attached really soon and you haven't known the person for that long, and they think like you're way further or like you're way deeper in the relationship than you are, it's kind of a red flag because it's like we haven't discussed anything, so why do you think that we're at this place?
I feel like this is just like people in general, like emotionally dependent people.
yeah.
Because like
Like that's okay,
Yeah.
if, like, but make sure on the same level and make sure we get clear.
Yeah.
Like, if you've known each other for a long time.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't know, just like really cocky guys because they can just like I don't know,
They can be a little bit
about
much, yeah.
themselves or
Yeah. I don't know, we meet a lot of really, really nice guys. Like a lot of the guys here are really nice, but there's also like the people that are like, maybe
Yeah.
rethink that, because I don't know, like everyone has different types and like different types of people that they
We're not
like.
trying
but-
to like trash on guys.
No, we're
Like,
not
we
trashing
definitely
guys.
know
We know a great group of people and a
Yeah,
great number
but
of guys, but
just certain people. And I feel like even if you have bad traits, like you also have good traits. You
Yeah.
just gotta like
Yeah.
see the person
And,
as a like you just gotta see them as a whole. Yeah.
And I feel like knowing like what your values are versus like what their values are is really
yeah.
important, because you surround yourself with people who have similar values as you, and so I don't know, I mean, like I feel like just like notice things.
yeah.
I would say like giving advice to myself if I were like younger. Something that I've done in the past is to like watch out for red flags and not ignore them, because like they always like come back.
Yeah.
And like if there's a red flag,
I feel
in
like
the
2-3
beginning,
months after
it gets
You're like
worse.
way.
It just gets
Yeah.
worse.
And then it's
Like,
harder to like tell that person that like
Yeah.
maybe you're not so interested.
Exactly.
Or
Pay attention to red. Don't just like be like, oh, but it's fine. Like it's not.
Okay, last question that we're gonna end this on is our college advice to like our freshman self, or just like college advice in general. We're all gonna give like a little piece of something. So
I would say try new things and just like go out of your way to meet people, because otherwise, I mean, I don't know, like if you want to keep yourself busy and you want to be constantly doing things, you have to push yourself. So I think that like actually focusing and like noticing when you're not trying new things is really important.
yeah, you learn a lot at college, I feel like already.
Yeah. And also kind of balance off that, I guess, not like going with that, but and also adding on to that, I guess like it's really important to try new things, because like I really focused a lot of my first year just like trying new things, trying out new clubs and like meeting new people, but then also don't lose yourself, I guess, because like when you're doing so many things, you just kind of overwhelmed. I mean, I felt kind of overwhelmed at some point, and then that's when I had to kind of like stop and like, okay, Grace, like I need to have time for myself, because like I love journaling and everything, but then I feel like in college, like I didn't really go to the gym the first semester. I didn't have time to like journal, and like I don't know, but then later I just kind of realized that I need time for myself just to like keep myself sane and like be who I am, you know, because I don't want to lose myself when I'm like exploring different things. But it's like definitely, like you said, it's important to explore new things, because like college is all about just kind of
learning
learning new stuff and like new experiences.
Obviously what they're saying is like so important, but like as not deep as those things, I guess. Just don't skip class, because I did that the second semester and it was not a good thing for me. I've said this before, but just like don't skip class. Like you're here like to learn.
Each
like you're
class
paying for this.
so
You're paying to go to school, so like go to class. I know that's like really simple and like easy, quick advice, but it's the truth.
Be kind to everyone, and like be like patient, and like listen to people, and like listen to their stories, because like I've met the most incredible people from like the most diverse backgrounds and like crazy life stories, and like just being so, I guess, receptive to that, and not trying to talk over people, and just kind of taking that and enriching your own knowledge of the world. And,
I love
just
that.
like being kind and accepting, and like just realizing like all of us are just like
Different, but like,
we're all
Just little humans. It's like on this little planet. Like we all have different stuff to bring to the table. It's really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay.
And just supporting each other. Yes, support.
I love it.
Support is like so important in college.
Yeah.
So like support others, and you will be supported.
Okay guys, that is all for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any other questions, comment them down below and I'll try to answer some of them. So yeah, love you guys so much. Talk to you guys soon and goodbye.
Just say goodnight and go.